Hello Ivan, firstly a big congratulations to you on becoming the head coach of Kerala Blasters, and on behalf of all the fans of the club, a warm welcome to KBFC. So tell me Ivan, what drew you to KBFC job?
First of all, thank you for a warm welcome. I have to say that from the very first contact with the director and all the people from the club, it was a really pleasure to meet all of them, and the professional side, the honesty and everything what we were talking about, that this project was very interesting to me, so that was the first opinion.
And as a coach, do you have some preferred style of football do you want your team to play?
As a coach, every coach has his own style, and every coach has the idea how to play, how to improve certain things. But it always depends on the quality that you will find in your dressing room. It always depends on the quality that you find with your players. So, of course, if you look at modern football today, everybody likes to see modern and fast football with lots of transition, lots of attacks and attacking animations with lots of goals. So if you speak about preferred style, I like offensive football. I like many things to see how they involved, and of course to score more goals than our opponents.
Great, and you already mentioned your communication with KBFC, the club management and the sporting director. Are you satisfied with those discussions and talks so far?
Yes, I'm very satisfied, because from the very first contact everything was positive and everything was correct. And like I said, the professional side and the approach of all of them, if you speak about Director Karolis and the owner and anyone who is involved in this story, for me it gave me really positive influence. It gave me a really positive signal, and I liked everything what happened so far. So up until now everything's alright.
Okay, and speaking about our squad, there are a lot of good young players in the squad. What do you have to say? What's your first opinion about potential of this squad?
Let's say there is a lot of talent. There is a lot of talent, which is not the most important thing if we speak about creating and becoming a football player on a serious level. There are certain things that I liked a lot, and it seems and it looks that there are many talented boys over there, and especially if we speak about the football in India, which is in great expansion. So I think that with the correct work and the correct improving, I think that all these boys can become better. So there are many positive things.
And speaking about Indian football, do you had a chance to watch some games, and what do you think about the level of competition of ISL? Because you're coming from Europe, probably it's a different style and different mentality of play. So what's your first impression of ISL league?
I have to admit, I watched many games. I saw many games of Kerala Blasters from last season. Like I said, there are certain things, there are certain playing style, and of course, the improvement in football never stops. Even if you have a great season, there is still space to improvement. There is still space to become better. So I was positively surprised by seeing many good things. Of course, there were bad things as well. Like it's really normal in football that in every game, even on the highest level, when you speak about Champions League games, national team games, there are always good and less good things. So actually, I was positively surprised, and I'm really happy to become the part of this project.
Great, and we spoke about those young talented players, and what do you think about KBFC squad in general?
There is quality. There is a quality, I have to admit. There are players who are showing and who showed in the last season, which is, let's say, what is really important. That's a character. That's commitment to the team, positive attitude, body language, and all these things are very important to, if we speak about modern football today. If a player next to his talent, which is, let's say, the starting basics of a football player, if one player possesses all these additional things like we just mentioned, it gives him a possibility to become better. It gives him the possibility to improve and to go on a higher level. So I saw many interesting things. So let's say that we will work a lot, that's for sure, because I'm a hard-working guy. I like to work a lot in football. So everything was all right so far.
So Ivan, you're still a pretty young coach, but also the coach with really great experience, and also in your career you already had a chance to win some major trophies like the Cup in Slovakia. So what are your expectations for the next season? Are there some winning expectations also?
Of course, me as a coach, I like to win. Especially you try to give that something extra, that winning mentality to your team. Because if you speak about the club like Kerala Blasters, is of course with everything what's going around this club, it must be as well kind of a winning mentality and winning will to improve, to achieve something extra. So as a coach, I like to win. I like to obtain certain things. I like to obtain titles and trophies. So of course, we will never promise certain things, but we can promise hard work and trying to improve, trying to make this team better and trying to be as high as possible.
And speaking about making this team better, when you like to sign some players, what the main qualities are you looking for? So when you're strengthening the squad.
But first of all, like we are all human beings, they have to be good persons, because I believe in good people. And second of all, that they must possess certain qualities to bring something extra to the team. Then we mentioned just before, body language, positive attitude, strong character. Even when there are bad moments, a possibility and being able to react, being able to become better and to give something extra to the team. So all these qualities will be needed if somebody wants to become the player of Kerala Blasters.
Great, and then I must ask you one question, because you know that Kerala Blasters fans are somebody who really love also domestic players and homegrown players. Did you have a chance to watch some of that homegrown players, and will be some more opportunities for the players from the youth and reserve team to make it into the first squad?
In my opinion and in my coaching, let's say methodology, it doesn't matter if the player is young, if he has if he's 17 years old, 18, 19, it doesn't matter. If a player is good, if he has a positive attitude, if he has a character, if he has a correct body language, if he is committed to the team, if he is willing to give everything to his team to win, it doesn't matter how old are you. So it means, during my career, I was always, let's say, available to give them space, to give them moment to improve, and to give them space to play. Why not? If one player is quality enough to be part of the team, why not? Of course. So I hope that lots of them will have that commitment and they will be ready to show themselves, their qualities. So, and I hope for many of them that they will see their path to the first squad.
And as a player, you had an illustrious career, also being involved in restructuring Belgian football grassroots structure, and that path gave the country its golden generation in Belgium. So, what lessons in that journey maybe you can also translate to KBFC, and can it be maybe some ideas or thoughts and what you learned pass to the KBFC? Yes,
why not? I think that maybe you were hearing all that in the football, many people speaking of that. If you speak about the talent, it's only 5%, like starting point of your football career. It means that you have certain qualities and talent that to be part of one team, to be part of one group. After that, there is many different things that you have to achieve, that you have to show, to perform. It means, like we just said, commitment to the team, positive attitude, character, correct body language. All these things are needed for one young player to become a serious football player on a serious level. So let's say that all these things that that we just mentioned and that I saw during my period in Belgium, many of them and many of big football stars today, not only in Belgium but all over the world, they are not good players because they were born like that. They've been working really hard. They had certain talent. They had kind of maybe some percentage that allowed them to be part of one team, of one project or one group who were about to improve. And later on, they were working hard, working on themselves, trying to improve every day. And when one football player possesses all these qualities, it gives him possibility to become better.
Great, and you probably noticed already that the sense of belonging and community is strong with this team and its fans. So how happy are you to be such an important member of this big yet close-knit family?
I have to admit, from a very first contact with the director and with the people from the club, of course you get some information and you go and inform yourself about everything within the club and around the club. And I have to admit that after having that positive attitude and energy from all those people, and after having seen all this army of fans and energy that these fans are giving to this team, for me it was quite sure that I would like to become the part of this team, this group and this project. And so for me it was immediately yes.
So KBFC has the widely accepted the best fan base in India. Do you have some message, and what do you like to tell at the end of this interview to your Yellow Army as your beginning of this journey?
Yes, I can tell that we will work very hard to make them proud, to make them happy, because they deserve it. That's it.